There we go. Now the sound settings are how I need it to be. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Cinders. Oh man, the music for this title screen is really great. I can't get over it. But, so I couldn't get the information out of the, gossipy dude that kind of makes me think of the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. But I'm hoping that we can still get an advantage over Carmosa, or whatever her name was. I can never remember the names off the top of my head, at least not when it comes to her. So, hopefully there's a way to, I don't know, get the freedom that Cinders wants so badly. Let's see what we can do. Back to the same old. This feels almost like coming back to prison, and out of my own will. After 2 such wonderful days of freedom, it's depressing to know I need to go back to my ordinary life. There, out in the real world, I can meet amazing people, have actual friends. Here, I'm trapped between Carmosa's plots and her poor daughter's bitterness. Yeah, Carmosa, that was her name. Sometimes I wonder, what if I were to vanish in the woods? Would anyone notice or care? Maybe that's the answer? Getting lost in the wilderness, befriending an uncivilized but noble tribe of rather short miners, becoming their princess, and spending the rest of my days being adored, praised, and... get a grip of yourself, Cinders. Cremosa, along with that crazy hairdo and strict rules of hers, is due to come back home tomorrow. If I'm to have any chance to change my life, I really should think of something, and soon. I'm really tired. It's time to go to bed, and tomorrow morning, oh, I can't wait. It will be a bliss. Oh, meanwhile at the palace. You've summoned me, my prince? That I did. You must be wondering why I wanted to see you at this hour. Surely you have guessed it must be about something important. I will have to ask you to make an important decision, and I will not be expecting you to give me your answer right away. My lord? Let me explain, Perrault. As you know, we live in a time of transition, and my father's death changed many things. Being so close to our family, you are aware that the old king spent most of his days trying to compromise between extremes, a balance between order and freedom. With little success. Despite his best wishes, all his life he remained an autocrat. That is why it has been my wish, my vision, to change the kingdom in such a way as to eliminate the need to compromise between freedom and order altogether. In other words, Perrault, I want reforms, but I'm sure you know this. I do, my prince. I've known you long enough to be able to learn about the qualities of your character. I want to give the people a constitution, Perrault. I don't want them to be subjects. I want them to be citizens. I see. This will not make you more popular among the nobles, sire. If that's even possible. You are not a king yet, my lord, and there's some unrest among the nobles. I wouldn't announce your plans just yet. They make you an easy target. Yes, they do. That's exactly why I need your protection. You already have it. You know I'd give my life serving the crown. I am your sword and shield, my lord. Yes, yes, my friend, I know that. But these are a different kind of enemies I am going to face during my reign. I'll be giving people more freedom, but that means taking away some of that old precious order. The nobles won't stand for it. They will want my head. They wouldn't dare. Of course not. They would give me a reason to ask for their heads. They will not do anything openly. Do you understand now what I speak of, Perrault? So you want me to spy for you? It is the new battlefield, Captain, the theater of war of our times, and the crown needs you to be our champion. Champion? But isn't it honorable war? But it isn't an honorable war. It's a war of lies. It is a war of discretion and intelligence, qualities I know you possess in abundance, not to mention loyalty. Forgive me, my lord. I don't want to come across as naive. I'm simply not accustomed to all the subtleties of ruling. I'm surprised. What would you require of me in this new service? You would have to spend more time at the court, that much is certain. Keep your eyes and ears open, and of course socialize much more. You would have to trade those blades of yours for our exquisite white gold cutlery, I'm afraid, and maybe do something about this outfit. All those belts. I see. This isn't... You don't have to decide right away. Also, you do have a choice. I am not a tyrant, after all. Should you choose to distance yourself from this lovely mess I am planning for the realm, you can leave your current service with honor and retire. Your patrolling duty is surely ceremonial nowadays, and the guards are their officers. It is As it is, your position at the court is a matter of empty traditionalism, nothing more. You would send me away? To where? Oh, I am certain there is some picturesque and lucrative strip of royal land left that I can make you a count of. How about Middle Hollow? Such a quaint little place. You deserve it. That's simple? This is very surprising. It's strange. It's a strange thing to learn that you are not needed. Rubbish, Pearl. The crown needs you. I need you. This is precisely why I am asking you to make your own decision. If I am to rule this realm, I have to learn to make difficult choices, and this is my first. I am not ordering you to become the new royal master spy. I am giving you a choice. Not only because I know that you wouldn't make a good agent serving me against your own will, but also because you are my friend, Pearl. If that's the case, I reckon I'd prefer to be just a subject. It will be enough, Captain. Let us not say things we will regret later. Very well, my lord. Will this be all, my prince? Yes, Captain. Give my proposal some thought. I would have your answer within the next few days. Now go. Huh. Or do you need a special invitation to get out of bed? Get up! Get up! What time is it? Dawn already, and you need to get up right this instant. Dawn is not a reason to yell at someone, and I'm not sure it's reason enough to get up so abruptly either. 2 days without supervision, and you've gotten lazy already. Where would you be on your own, I wonder? Oh yes, do come in and spill your venom on me. Is there any actual reason for me to wake up at this hour, or is it just a social call on your part? Fine. Don't get out of bed and see how it works for you. What do I care? This way it will be even more interesting. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm awake now. Could you please tell me what's going on? Carmosa's back. She wants us to gather in the hall. I'm wide awake and up now. You could have begun with that. Well, now you know. She brought a large package with her, and she looks like she means business. So hurry up. She always looks like she means business. I wonder what's in the package, though. What shape was it? Did it... Oh, just stop being nosy and hurry up, or we'll both be in trouble. If you were getting dressed instead of asking so many questions, you would already be seeing it for yourself. If you didn't stand there, yell at me and stare, I would actually be in a position to get dressed. Fine, I'm leaving. Just hurry up. Okay. I'm really sorry. I got here as fast as... Wait, where's Carmosa? In her study. She said she didn't have time to wait for you forever, and you kept her waiting for quite some time. Oh no, we wouldn't want Carmosa's magnificent plans to be foiled just because of Cinder's laziness, would we? You might rethink your attitude. Mother wants to speak to you. I can't imagine how that is going to be a pleasant experience, considering. She said she wants to speak to me? Why? Well, actually, she wants to speak to each of us. You're just supposed to go first. Great. When I finally get to be the first at something, it's something I don't want. It's like receiving gifts. Good in principle, yet always disappointing in reality. Why would she want to speak to each of us? And why separately? I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, stop complaining, you two. And you should hurry up and go, Sophia, unless you feel the need to make Mother angrier, of course. I'm going. I certainly don't like this. Carmosa seems keen on interrogating us and getting every detail of what happened while she was gone. If you did what you were supposed to, you wouldn't need to be nervous right now. Just a thought. Of course, because everything is fair and honest around here, and I certainly won't get blamed for things I have no control over. I think you do enough on your own not to need any additional blame. Your constant rebelling should get most of Carmosa's attention. And how will Carmosa have an idea about who rebelled and what rebelling actually means, huh? You are not seriously suggesting that I would tell on you, are you? I'm trying so hard to do well here and take care of you two. And Sophia, she wouldn't just stab you in the back like that for no reason, would she now? Well, I certainly do not feel as safe as you describe. Okay, so my sister might have an interesting idea of fun. True, but I think we did start some sort of connection, albeit weak. I did notice you two were on better terms. I must admit, I was wondering what the change was about. I'm not sure yet, but I certainly hope it's permanent, not some ploy to lower my awareness. I like the feeling of having a sister. Oh, I'm so glad to hear you say that. And I am happy that you and Sophia get along. Actually, I'm happy she's getting along with anyone. Happy? Why? You hardly ever talk to her yourself. The fact I The fact I don't have a good connection with her doesn't mean I don't care. I do wish for her to be happy. I'm glad she's finally able to make friends. I had no idea you cared so much. You're full of surprises. I don't think I need to explain myself. I was just asking, but fine. Let's just wait for Sophia to come out and see what she has to say. Well, it's not like we have many alternatives. I hate waiting. This shouldn't take long. Cremosa's not someone to beat around the bush. True, she's always to the point. No excuses, no diversions, no mercy. Let's just wait. You're back! That was fast. Aren't you happy to see me? I'm fine. Sorry to disappoint you girls. So what was the talk about? You'll find out soon enough. It's your turn, and I wouldn't keep Mother waiting if I were you. Alright, I'm off. Wish me luck. You might need it, so, good luck, sister. Good luck. So, how was it? Carmosa swoops down on you like a hawk and submits you to great physical torture and tests your endurance. At one point, she took this long needle and... Lovely. Thanks for that image, sis. You did get a little pale, but honestly, you'll be fine. So it wasn't that bad? Oh, don't get me wrong, it was no pleasure either, and Carmosa hatched a plan that will make me lose a lot of sleep until it's all over. This can't be good. I'm almost afraid to ask. What is it? Oh no, you need to be properly surprised when you hear it from Carmosa. That will prove I did not utter a word. But you don't need to worry too much. Only Gloria and I get to fail Carmosa and her ridiculously high expectations this time. As far as I know, you won't be involved. I never thought I'd be happy to hear that someone forgot about me. Then let me add to your joy. I forgot about you and your little escapades when I recounted to Carmosa what happened during your absence, so you should be fine. I wonder what Gloria will tell. Aren't you worried? I'm not sure. She seemed all right when we talked, maybe a little unsettled. I know my sister. She doesn't show emotion until Mother orders her to do it. But on the inside, she was raging. I think she might spill some of that onto Mother's ears. Or into Mother's ears. The hell with that. These past few days reminded me of what freedom felt like. It was worth whatever punishment Carmosa might throw at me. You've either lost your mind or forgotten what Mother is capable of. Nothing is worth what she'll come up with to make you regret your actions. We'll just have to wait and see, won't we? You're back. How was it? What do you mean? Well, was it, I don't know, unpleasant? Of course not. Why would it be? It was just a normal conversation. Normal for you, perhaps. Come on, Gloria. I can tell it wasn't that smooth. Stop being so nosy and start asking proper questions. Did Carmosa tell you about her plans? In fact, she did. Oh, of course she did. You were in that special little place on her lap. Sophia, please. Shush now, Cinders. So what do you think of Mother's latest great plot? You would think she had learned not to expect the impossible of us, or anything big, really. And maybe it's time to live up to our expectations? You're a grown-up now, Sophia. It's time for you to work on managing your responsibilities. You're hopeless and stupid. Some of us are simply not built for greatness. If only you focused on doing something useful half as often as you do on sharpening that vicious tongue. You must speak plainly. I'm too stupid to understand complex sentences. So what are Cremosa's plans exactly? Oh, I'm sure she'll explain everything in a moment. Now hurry, don't keep her waiting. You know how angry she gets when someone's late. Oh yes, I feel like this is going to be quite an adventure. And I'm about to enter the beast's lair. You called me? Yes, I did. Come in and close the door. I'd like you to explain something to me. I've just asked my daughters about what happened during my absence, and to my surprise, I've got two conflicting descriptions. Of course she does. Could you please explain to me how you did spend the last 2 days? I visited friends in town and did some things I planned to do. You could say I took 2 days off. So I have heard. I'm still wondering as to the nature of the liberties you took when I wasn't here to direct you. I certainly hope you did not do anything foolish. However, one of my daughters assured me that you're much too level-headed to make a mistake like that. She did. Yes, I also thought it was unusual of her, so I'm letting this slip. But enough about this. This isn't the topic I wanted to speak to you about. It has to do with my plans for our family. 2 days from now, Grand Ball will be taking place in the Royal Palace. Any royal business is very important, of course, but this particular ball will be very important even for His Royal Highness. It means very careful preparations. The Royal Masquerade. I might have heard about it, yes. Oh, you have? This is very surprising indeed. Is it? Recently I've heard that it isn't that difficult to obtain sensitive information. One simply has to pay attention to what is going on around them, watch carefully who's meeting with whom. Especially when it comes to certain shady-looking characters fetching rumors like a trained hound. Really? Well done then. Perhaps you're not as thick as I thought? Let's hope you'll forge this little success in collecting information into a permanent quality, a quality which I'm sure you'll find useful in life. What matters here is that the ball is very near and there is little time left. It means that I will be expecting our entire family, and I do mean all of us, to give their best. By which I mean complete obedience. No questions, no dramas, no nonsense. This is much too important on an event to be spoilt in such a way. In such a silly way. Blech. Very well. And what is my part in this plan, then? Will I be going to the ball as well, member of our family that I am? Don't be absurd. Royal affairs aren't your aren't your arena. I see. Then what is my arena, ma'am? Why, the house, of course. If everything goes smoothly, the ball should mark the point of our family coming back into high society. And that means one thing. Guests. We will need combined effort to make the residence spotless, but your role in this will be crucial. I see, my lady. Would you also like me to hide in the wardrobe or pretend I'm a statue when the guests come? Or maybe being a statue would pose too much of a competition for your charming and intelligent daughters? I understand your anger and your reasons. Now you must understand mine. I put much time and effort into creating this opportunity for my daughters. I will not let them be upstaged by anyone. You may play all sanctimonious with me now, but either now or in 10 years you'll understand my perspective, and you will agree with my decision. Also, I don't see a single reason to yield to your complaints, if all I get from you is recklessness and childish moods. Start supporting the family, and maybe the family will do the same for you. You like to refer to all of us as family, but only if it means I have to do something. Don't get melodramatic, girl. You sound like a bad novel. Even if I wanted to, I wouldn't be able to prepare 3 young ladies for the ball organized by the future king. You have any idea how much a decent dress costs these days? No, of course you don't. I'm doing it. Yes, apparently. A big house and an inherited title don't make anyone rich, do they? And when in need, even the most proud and snobbish get desperate enough to trade away heirlooms. What are you saying, girl? That useless misfit couldn't keep his mouth shut now, could he? It's fairly easy to get information, once you know for sure it's there. It's just a matter of perseverance. Bold words from one so young. One could think great spy masters should begin asking you for counsel. Most fortunate for me to have such a treasure under my roof, and so humble, too. But collecting rumors, even the juicy ones, isn't enough. Great spies need to know how to use them as leverage. Do you? And what would you say if I told you that I had found a way to solve our money problems? You had now? That's very improbable. Your touch with reality is laughable. Do you even know where the money I buy your food with come from? Save your skepticism for later. What if I had found a way and you were making a huge mistake? Are you really willing to take a chance? Well, assuming that you did indeed suddenly grow a backbone and realize how the real world works. Assuming that I won't keep you locked in your room to prevent you from repeating those charming escapades of yours. It would be very impressive to learn you thought about our problems and actually came up with some solution. Very impressive? This tells me nothing. I can easily imagine your favor coming and going with the wind. I want to know solving your problems for you would make me your equal. You know how to be bold, girl. I'll give you that. But you still lack realism. Stop fantasizing. You are making... However, if you want to try something on your own, if you want to prove that you can be useful or even just fuel your ego, I won't stop you. Who knows? You might even learn something about life. Those are dangerous wishes you're making, ma'am. Now, girl, you're much too smart to speak to me like this. By the heavens, I swear you were sent to me to make me suffer every time I compare you to your sisters. Enough of this idle chatter. We have a very important task ahead of us, and little time left. Since you're thinking so highly of yourself and your skills, why don't you show us your pragmatic side and start cleaning the house and helping with preparations? That's it? Do you really believe that's all I can be good at? Demons! Snap out of that constant daydreaming, girl, and start paying attention. Do you think that even if you were the lady of this house, you wouldn't need to keep it clean? Are you really selfish enough to believe that? Besides, the terrible burden of dusting and doing the dishes is minuscule in comparison with my responsibilities. Be grateful for having such a simple life. Oh yes, very great. Shush! Not a word. Get the girls together and call the servants. Wait for me in the hall. I will bring you your orders in a moment. Several hours later. How lovely. Finally, it's so clean you could positively dine from it. I'm tired, but it's still better than washing all those dishes was. I hate doing dishes. She's been back for little more than 1 hour, and here we are, scrubbing the floor on all fours, cleaning the windows, polishing silverware, twice, and dusting everything. And did I mention doing the dishes? You might have. I hate that. Do you know what I hate? I hate the fact that I'm here, while my dear, charming, and wise beyond her age wonder of a sister is upstairs, playing the little princess she will never be, and trying on that ridiculous dress Carmosa bought her. First of all, you never saw that dress, and second, who knows, maybe the prince will fall in love with her and you'll end up being the queen's sister? I doubt even that amount of noble blood can make a person dense enough to fall for Gloria. Although, maybe she kept silent? You're terrible. Besides, for all we know, the prince could be denser than lead. Also, I didn't know you cared about balls and dresses. Compared to this, I think I prefer the royal circus. Sophia, I need to thank you for putting in a word for me when you spoke with Carmosa. I appreciate it. Don't mention it, and don't overestimate my goodwill. I find myself just as surprised by my behavior as you are. I'm sure some dark power possessed you that brief moment you actually did something nice for another person. Anyway, I appreciate it. What are you two babbling about this time? Wondering why the hall isn't sparkling yet? Well then stop talking and get to work. This place is to be worthy of the Emperor. You seem very confident that people will suddenly crave visits to our house, Mother, just because they will have met us at the ball. Will they be so taken by Gloria's charming sense of humor and my kind and sunny disposition? There goes my wonderful Sophia, always heavy as a storm cloud. Are you finished? Because there's work to be done. Also, frankly, dear, I stopped paying attention to your theatrics a very long time ago. I'm sorry, my acting isn't up to your standards, Mother. This ball is much more than just a meeting. It is a chance for all of us to get firm footing in this world, and heavens know we could use some of that. I have waited for far too long and invested too much, to let this chance slip. So stop whining and start being serious about it, or do you want to end up with no money and just the clothes on your back like Cinders here? Don't get your hopes too high. What did you say? Are you whispering in my presence? Nothing, Mother. Mother, where are you? I need you to see this. What is it again? There must have been a mistake, Mother. This dress isn't my size at all. It's too long. I'm sweeping the floors with my every move, and if I ever have to dance in it, I risk serious injury or worse. Wow. Personally, I think you look pretty, Gloria. Very pretty indeed. Have your fun at my expense. You love to see me like this, don't you? Yes, I think I'm beginning to like it too, though the floors are already swept, I'm afraid. What is this? Demons, the man is clearly an amateur. I gave that crook all the numbers and he made sure he got them right several times. I'm sorry, Mother, but I really can't go wearing this. What are we going to do? No reason to lose your head, Gloria. Perhaps visiting the tailor without you was a mistake after all. But we can still salvage the situation. There's still time. We'll all go to the tailor tomorrow and make sure he gets it right this time. A trip to the tailor. How very entertaining. Stop whispering behind my back and try your dress on. We have to know if it fits. And you, Cinders, stop loitering and get back to cleaning. Just great. Okay. Cinders, do the cleaning while we try our new dresses on. Sure. Why don't we all relax and enjoy ourselves while Cinder scrubs the floors and walls? I can't believe I'm back to this again. Those past few days have been amazing. Now I know there's more to life than this, and not only in fairy tales. I need to change something instead of just bending to Carmosa's will and going back to what is called normal around here. How can I just forget about freedom now? Because let's be honest, Carmosa won't ever release me. She doesn't even consider me in her plans. I'm no one to her. I need to clear my head and think. Can't even think clearly knowing Carmosa's in the house, plotting to get our lives arranged the way she likes. I know. I'll go to Mother's grave. Madame Guide was right. I don't tend to do it the way I should. and there's no better place to get calm and ponder. Sneaking out should be easy enough. It was a hard day for everyone, so the whole house should be fast asleep. Let's see. Hi, Mum. It's me. It was a while since my last visit. I'm sorry. I've had the most intense week. A bit crazy, actually. I feel like my head's so full with thoughts about what's been going on that it will burst any second now. I met your old friend, Geed. She told me quite a lot about you. I can't believe how different it was. You were, in comparison with what Father used to tell me. I'm sure you'd know what to do now. Geed said you were smart and strong. And so are you. It's in your blood. Not this again. Did I just fall asleep without noticing it? You're not dreaming. All right, if you're so helpful, why don't you show yourself? As you wish. Heavens! Holy crap, she's pretty. Who are you? I'm the fairy of the lake, the one who is praised and feared by souls elated and those of broken spirit. Oh. You've been keeping vigil by our lake through the seasons. You remembered about us. You did well. The sacrifice which your mother had made was not squandered. We are willing to uphold the concord. You are free to ask for our aid. Forgive me, but I know nothing about any sacrifices or concords. Yes, you have lost the knowledge which your mother had. She was always so close to us, so mindful of our presence, our ways. She knew how to dance with us and how to sing for us. She knew about the way a concord is made. She also knew about the weight of the priest, the weight of the price, that it is never equal to the weight of aid. It grows with time, it blooms, and is reaped. She made her sacrifice to bind us and make us watch over you. We are here. We offer aid. What are you saying? That my mother somehow sacrificed herself for me? I really doubt that. You can play with your doubts as much as you please, as long as your belief in us remains unspoilt. I really can't remember a single situation when a fairy helped me. I never noticed anyone watching me. So much certainty, and yet you speak of memories. You are very young indeed. We believe in certainty where there is only faith. Your mother's faith made this meeting a reality. Her foresight made this an opportunity. She knew you would need us eventually. It is in your blood. Soon you will be facing a grave choice. We are here. We are offering aid. I could use some help. I guess I could use any help I can get. It's not often that I meet someone willing to help me in the first place. Aid carries weight. Heavy may be the price. It tends to flourish with time. Like fate, it is a living thing. I understand. I think that sometimes we have to deal with the unknown and take the risk. If Mum was brave enough to take this plunge, I am too. I will pay the price. You spoke like your mother. Yes, your blood is one. You are forged like her. Soon you will need us. If you are indeed ready to carry the weight, we will make a concord with you. You will receive aid. It's good to know. I'm sick of having to do everything on my own. Even if it is better or safer, I still miss just being able to lean on someone or something else. Also, I'd be a fool not to take this opportunity, even if it does sound a bit dangerous. Your path is unfolding. Soon you will have to act and make a choice. You will be guided by your blood and nature. When it will come to pass, we will be waiting for you. I still can't believe it. Any of it. And yet your blood speaks otherwise. You are your mother's daughter. Your fate has brought you to the lake, and the lake is watching you. You keep on repeating things like that. But why me? What makes me so special? Special? What can be special for fate? No, you are simply a thread, and like all threads, you deem your own pattern special, simply because it is yours. I guess it does make sense. Now go home and rest. The time of change is upon you, and you will need strength to carry its weight. We will be ready. Huh. I wonder what's... Oh! Wake up, Cinders! Does every day have to start with us having to wake you up personally? Rise and shine, sis. What is it? Oh, it's morning already? Someone had an eventful night. I've had the strangest dream. At least, I think it was a dream, or maybe... There's no time to discuss dreams, Cinders. We're leaving. What time is it? Time when only strumpets and their johns are up and about. Sophia, that was vile. That was the truth. It's barely sunset, and I should be fast asleep. Don't expect me to prance like some deranged pony just because there's some big ridiculous party coming up. Why did you have to get up then? What It's not ridiculous. I mean, there are preparations to be made, and we should be taking them seriously. We had to get up an hour ago. We need to get those dresses corrected, and who knows how much time that will take. Ah, yes, the grand ball. Come on, we need to go. Now. Yes, I'm coming. Cinders, we'll be gone for the rest of the day. Us will be left under your supervision. Do you think you can manage that? Don't be dense. Of course she can manage. There are more well-oiled cogs in that pretty head than in yours and mine combined. Or maybe just yours. Now let's move. I can manage things for one day, Gloria. Don't worry. Alright, we're going then. Bye. Toodles! Have fun. Huh. Well then, we're requesting help from a fairy. And we're following the storyline of fate, I guess. I'm not sure. But we're definitely getting somewhere. Somewhere. So yeah, I guess I'll end it here. I don't know how long I've been going at this. Probably a while. But I think we're close to the end of the game. I think. Not really sure, honestly. But I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. And we'll see what this big decision is going to be about. So yeah, Micah signing off.